I'll be going over some propensities of letters and formation of letters, double letters, and the meaning of things. These are some of the intricacies of name analysis and evaluation. Now, when we look at the letter R relates to the mind. And if you see a formation of ER, the person speaks before they think. If you see RE, they think before they speak. So ER is they just speak, almost like what we used to call foot and mouth disease. They just say things they don't mean. And H is what you value. If a T is by the H, you value partnerships and patience. If an S is right alongside the H, the person values status, job, and money, and that kind of thing. If a Z is by the H, they value opportunities and luck. If a C is by the H, like CH and Charles, whatever, they value their activities. It's like the person that likes bowling or golf or whatever. Whether it's sewing or art, the subject matter remains to be seen. An I is what you pride yourself in. An LL is somebody that's opinionated, and it's a duality. They're usually opinionated. They like or not something. And because the L relates to the 12, which is part of the Sagittarius, March, or Pisces vibration, and somebody born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of any one of the 12 months. Don't forget that all these letters also are part of the alphabet and part of the number system with the planets. And a lot of times it's a key to what's happening, particularly if it's a hinge letter. The TT is trusting somebody or not, and it's variable. When somebody has two of the same letters, they like somebody, they don't like somebody. They think one way, they're not sure about the person. And 12, the L is a number of sacrifice because it's the 12th letter of the alphabet, where the TT is the 20th letter of the alphabet, and that's the awakening. That means that somebody has plans with a partner and there's trust issues. There's also long engagements or long thinking about relationships. And it relates also to July or Cancer people and people born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or 29th. And alternately, because the moon 2 is -7, also people born on the 7th, 16th, or 25th of any one of the 12 months. And when they have a 0, it's doing things my way, and they like getting favors from people. And if they don't get the favors or the consideration, then they kind of detach. It's kind of like they're close to people or not, depending on the favor and circumstances. And they have a thing about property and conditions of property and their space. Now, if you look at names, there's a lot of names with double letters, like Teddy would be a double letter, but you also notice that they have a hinge letter of a D, and a D means close or far from family, and so there's variable situations about distance and closeness to family. If you look at like the name Colleen, you see two L's and two E's. The double E means they either speak to somebody or not, and sometimes they over intellectualize things. And the double L is they like somebody or not, and they're willing to sacrifice for somebody or not. And the name Rini would have an N as a hinge letter and need to be needed. And again, they either speak to somebody or not because they have the double Mercury, which is the 5th letter of the alphabet, the E. So Mercury it usually relates to June or Gemini and September or Virgo people, and those born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd. So as the 5th letter it means that they would have variable situations with anybody with the sign of Mercury. Now, the name Elliot is an example of somebody that has two double letters, the double L and the WT. And if you really look at it, the I is a hinge letter, and it has to do with self-identity. And if somebody doesn't recognize them or give them the right credit, that person would be a problem. Now, the I stands for somebody born on the 9th, 18th, or 27th of any month, and it could relate to Aries or Scorpio people. So the person causing the identity problem may be found in one of those things. The name Bennett has the two N's and two T's, and the N's have to do with the need for being needed, and the two T's have to do with trusting somebody or having faith in them. So this person would have both situations. Now the N would be the hinge letter, and that means the need to be needed. The N's either are meticulous about things or they don't care, and they either take care of their health completely or not at all. So they're either fusspots or not, the double N's. In the name Todd, it has to do with, again, family relationships or how close they want to be with somebody or not, or family situations. The name Cobb would be a double B. It has to do with balance. And of course, because B is the second letter in the alphabet, it has to do with July or Cancer people or people born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or 29th, and alternately 7th, 16th, or 25th day. The name Charlotte would be two T's. You see the double T. At the same time, let's see, it has 9 letters, and the 5th letter is an L. So it also has a hinge letter of an L. That means needing to be liked by other people. And people with that vibration usually have to learn how to like themselves. The name Terry has the two R's. Somebody can make up their mind or not. And people with the double R have to learn to trust themselves. They could be affected by people born on the 9th, 18th, or 27th of any month, as well as April or Aries people in November or Scorpio. Now, the word Madden, the name Madden, is the double D, and again, family situations. And same with Eddie. But Eddie, because the I is there, he prides himself on family and also on communication, because he values the family, the D, and communication, the 5, the E, which is the 5th letter of the alphabet.